He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Nine ball top number 50 you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, legend from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works for the skill. In the ball, legend from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the quarterback to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. To the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper.
VP4TV.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Right, good evening, folks. Welcome back to VP4TV. We have the last of the second round matches in this year's 2026 Virtual Straight Pool World Championships. And we have Stub Real Poland Power up against Spectredawn, who's going for his first attempt at straight pool, at least in this sort of tournament. Just give me a second. Well, a quick tab out there to check and see if Steve was joining us, but he's not there yet. But Stubbs' challenge tonight against Spectredawn, I mean, he doesn't know, neither do any of us know how Spectredawn's going to go about this. What we have seen is that you need controlled power, particularly on that break shot. We've seen how Matt has done it and accomplished it. We've seen how Albie did it last night, which was a very good match against SBD. If you haven't seen it, it was a very good match. And Stubbs going to have to set a standard here for himself, regardless of what Spectredawn does. He's an unknown force in this straight pool, and we'll see how he goes about it. It could be a close call. It's difficult to say, but the one thing I would say is Stubbs' full nuclear blast needs to be sort of reduced to a sort of controlled explosion, because if he's going to let that cue ball run loose too often, we all know what's going to happen. He's going to end up going south more than on one occasion, and he'll pay the price for it. So that's the intriguing thing about this matchup between this pair. The unknown force of Spectredawn in this type of game, we know what we're generally going to get from Stubb. Right, one more tab out. I'll do one more spam in the lobby while I'm at it for those that have just arrived. And good afternoon, good evening to Steve.
Good evening, Hugh.
Now, do I just come straight off the bat and ask you to get your pen and notepad out to jot this down, or do I leave it till later on?
Leave it till later, because I'm filling out paying money right now, my corporate registration.
I'll do that later on then. Well, Stubb's just not going to be anything other than Stubb in this game. He's going to be blasting balls and cue ball running loose and all sorts happening. That's what we expect. So I think in the long term, the more intricate control we would expect from Spectredawn, that based on what we see. Okay, he doesn't have to. I mean, of course, the other aspect of this game is the safety side of it, and we'll see how that pans out. It's going to be interesting to see how both of them go about it. But you've missed a couple of good matches, Steve, in these last couple of days. We've got the new high run.
Yeah, I didn't see that. That must have been a Sarah.
No, the high run for the tournament is now MC_Clarkey, 135.
Wow.
Very, very impressive. You would like watching it because his pace, he was going in a nice rhythm, and and of course the way it ended up was just simply a loss of concentration in the end. got to 135 and then he just overcut a ball. It wasn't a difficult pot. But and then last night, we had a great match last night, Albinario against SBD. Albinario started off first visit, a run of 61. And then SBD got in, didn't score many. And then Albi, I think, got another 60 odd or something. So to cut a long story short, Albi was like 100 in front virtually. And then, of course, at that point, when SBD came to the table, he needed a score. And he ran in 107 and actually had the lead over Albi. And then when Albi got back in, he ran out. And I think he ran out with another sort of substantial enough run to actually complete the match. So, I mean, he was under pressure, Albi. It could have been taken away from him, but he soon dealt with that. He showed why he's a champion. And then we had a match last night also. Wanwa or Fan beat Mark Shark. I think it was 200 to 160 odd. So it was a close run thing. I'm taking bets right now on whether one was going to show up against Cobra, because I believe Cobra's lined up to play him next, unless I've read the bracket wrong. And I'm taking bets that he ain't going to be there.
Yeah,
right, here we go. Rumours up.
So I guess I'm kind of confused with Matt. I mean, Matt is
oh, he was excellent.
He's either great or he's shite.
Well, he was very good. I mean, he's got a good touch, and his good touch certainly benefited him getting shape on that penultimate ball and getting the break shot going. Here we go with the messing about until Stubb arrives in the room. Now, I can see now the chat is working.
Open Google.
The chat's now working on screen. I've managed to get that fixed. So, of course, we're going to have the lag for the break, and the winner of the lag puts the other player in. We've got Stubb on the right-hand side, race to 200. That's too heavy from Stubb. Touch like a sledgehammer. So he's going to be put in straight away.
Yep, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does on the break here.
Now, Spectredawn has eventually passed the break to Stubb.
Now, this is interesting. Where he's breaking from, this is not a traditional spot.
Yeah, you see
that
very
good
corner
result.
balls. That corner ball's done nothing because, again, he's not hit the pack hard enough.
Well, he broke from the wrong spot. He obviously does not. I figured, well, maybe he knows something, a better way to break in VP, but that wasn't it.
Oh,
Tam's
welcome
here.
to
Hi,
Tam.
Tam.
I mean, he's too straight in the one.
Break. Now, the question is, now he's got enough room. What's this going to really cost him? And that's perfect because he's going into the pile here. Oh, and he misses the ball. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. First mistake. I'm going to try and get this fixed. Hold on a second.
Now, that was unexpected. I mean, that was not a hard shot. Wow. Very surprised he missed that ball.
Hold on a minute, folks. I'm just trying to get rid of this thing. Get this squared up a bit better. I think we're okay. Right. Well, so we had the mistake from Stubb in the break-off, or basically a poor break-off, and then a big mistake from Spectredawn.
Uh-oh.
You see what,
Well, that's just stupid.
Just typical.
I mean, he had plenty of balls that he could shoot at. He didn't need to do that. I'm not sure what the heck he's thinking, but
well, I mean, straight off the bat, Stubb gives it the big blast, and what happens with the cue ball? You know, straight into a pocket.
Yeah, that was pretty unbelievable. That makes me think Stubb has no chance of winning this. If he's going to do that, I mean, he's got no chance. I mean, that's just really not the way to play this game. I mean, you start taking chances with a cue ball, you're not going to last long.
I hope Timberwimp Pigeon isn't in the room to chirp at Stubb for the rest of the night. That's all I'm saying. He should be in this bloody stream. Somebody drag him into the stream. That's him told. Oh, cue ball's stuck itself on the short rail. Well, almost, but he's got the bailout ball. Well, he needs to get high up the table, I would assume, to deal with this 8 ball. He needs to go right down to give himself... Well, he isn't, so unless he's using the 11. And he's perfect. He's perfect in the 11 to do some damage.
Hairpig, we're not going to make you clean, because you'd be like off with his head. Got to start a little mellower than that.
What are you eating tonight, Steve?
Can you tell I'm eating?
No, Matt's asking.
Oh, I've got popcorn.
Yeah, and be prepared for a coughing fit when he eats popcorn, because it's guaranteed to happen.
I got lots of water here. Well, I'm kind of interested to see how Spectredawn's going to play this game. I'm not sure why he did that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with bumping a ball a little, but he just made it worse, and I don't think he needed to do that. Maybe
that's
he was
right
trying
at the
to
corner
get by
of the pack. I mean, he could use that 12 ball to get to the 6 if he's going off the back of the pack. But he's got this 4 ball to consider as well. I think he's the wrong angle in the 8 ball. If he's taking that into the side, he's going to be running around the corner in that 8 ball. I think he's got himself in a bit of a dilemma here, looking at the way he's set up. You know, if he wants to keep that 6 there.
Well, he can break off the 12 ball. He's still okay.
Let's have a look at the 8. I mean,
he shouldn't have moved the 12 ball in the first place. And
well,
you know, I don't know what he's doing here. See,
he could break off the 8. The 8 into the side.
The 4 ball was a very good ball to get on the 12, and that's what he should have been doing. This just shows me. Basically, this is showing me he don't have a clue how to play straight pool. He's probably never played it. He's from the UK. But he's not going to put himself in a good position here. Because that ball is very high.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to even hit stack. I mean, the 12 was the one you wanted, and he shouldn't have moved that in the first place.
Right. Why don't you blast us, Steve, with right-hand English and stun to the long rail, short rail into the back of the pack? That's one way of getting to them. You know, you've got to hit it with the right English and let the cue ball do the stuff.
That might be a little safer than going straight back across into it. But I think he's realizing now if he hits this real easy, he can get the top and maybe like that.
Yeah, well, he's brought a ball out. That's the usual thing. You just want one ball to get you going, and
well, the rack's usually pretty good on VP, so it does split out balls pretty easy.
Now, is he going to stun this in to get the cue ball off the rail a little bit? Well, he has done. He can use the 3 if he wants.
And he's okay. He's got a shot on the
Little
6.
gap.
Yeah, I'll tell you the biggest problem with that shot where you just split a couple balls out is then you're going to have to re-break the balls. And a lot of times what happens is that pile, well, almost all the time, that pile comes apart where you have the balls really close together, but they're not touching. So now when you go to break it, it's hard to get the balls to move and they don't spread good. You're a lot better off hitting the break shot where you get a lot of speed and move the balls apart then, because then you can get them to spread a lot better.
This looks a bit fiddly where he is. Yeah. Mispot. Dodgy angle on that one ball into the side.
Well, do you call that commentator eye or commentator curse? Which one was that?
Oh, that was commentator's eye, because I was looking at the top-down view and it looked dodgy from the angle he was sitting at.
That could be also interpreted as, look at that.
Look at that for a miss. Oh, comedy of errors.
And, you know, I think the biggest problem Stubb has is if he decides I need to move balls, and whether he needed to or not, then is another debate, but he tries to get them right away. In a straight pool, you know, patience tends to be a virtue.
Yeah,
There's lots of ways to get to things where they're going to be better.
Of course, there's the right time to make the move, especially when there's plenty of balls on the table. You just need to get yourself the right shape to play that shot at the right time. But, you know, Stubbs sitting there, he's had 2 goes and he's still not even off the mark. But I think this could be, at the end of the night, could be a real eye-opener for Spectredawn and the challenge that he has in trying to master this game. Because we've seen that no matter how good the players are, I mean, obviously the better players have got a better chance in controlling the cue ball and that sort of stuff. But, you know, this is not quite as easy as it might look. Pot any ball that you want. It's keeping the run going.
He has good pull skills. But yeah, he's got to learn some. And you know, it's hard to say that a guy that has good pull skills is going to struggle just because he hasn't played the game, because I've seen the opposite.
Well, it looks as if the way it's going, I don't think he's going to have to break sweat, Steve. I mean, he just has to hang in there and wait till Stubb makes a mistake again and just pinch some more points.
Yep. And that's a nice shot there. He'd like to be a little thicker on this, but he can run into the 14 or the 7, which I think what he's going to do. I think he'll cut this and run into the balls.
Yeah, well, they're not exactly set if you were desperate to play a combo, but he's got the bump.
So I've told this story probably before, but I'm going to tell it again because it's a good one. So I'm up at Derby City and they do a straight pull thing where you, for $100 you get, what is it? I think it's 10 tries at trying to get a high running straight pull by yourself. And then that goes on for a few days, and then the top 8 guys play off in a straight pull tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in there, and here's Lee Van Corteza, one of the great Filipino players. And I sit down next to the guy that's keeping score, and I look at the sheet, and it's like 9, 4, 20, 14. Okay, that's
is that his scores that he's made in each visit?
Yeah, that's his run. So I'm thinking, wow, what's going on? So a little while later, I left. I run into my buddy Max Eberly, who's a good straight pull player, And I said to him, man, I go, I was watching Lee Van Cortez. I came out there watching him, run like a 14. And I said, I looked at his scores and I told him what they were. And he says to me, yeah, and then a 225. And I'm laughing. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, a 225. Now, the reason why that was so incredible, that was a high run of all time at Derby for this thing. But the reason why it was so incredible, I found out the next day, because he's supposed to play Mike Davis. So the number 1 qualifier plays the number 8. And they haven't started yet. And Mike Davis is showing him how to hit the break shot. He didn't even know how to break for straight pool. And he ran a 225. Yeah. So that shows you, if you have great pool skills, great patterns and stuff, even if you haven't played straight pool. Now, this is an exception because this guy's, he's just a phenomenal player. But still, I would have never thought somebody that hadn't played straight pool could get up and run a 225. That's just amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what's even more amazing. That I was talking about it last night.
3 attempts. No, it's not 3 attempts. It's a bunch. I think it's 10.
How about this for a run, Steve? The tournament in China, in Yushan in China, the final that was played yesterday morning, well, my time that was, between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Tep Chai Un Nu. I think he's from Thailand or something like that.
I watched that video.
He finished the match. He had a century. This is Tep Chai Un Nu. He had a century. Then he had a 147. And then he finished the match with the final frame with another century. I mean, that's just incredible. And he was 4-0 down at the start of the match in a race to 10.
Wow.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan got the highest. Did I tell you that?
That's the one I watched. I didn't watch the one.
He got the highest break
final.
ever, 153.
I watched the highest break.
Yeah, that's a new record for a professional.
So you can only get that with a free ball, right?
Yeah, and I think he had to take 2 pinks during the break, which lost him obviously the 2 points. The highest break you can possibly get with the free ball and as an extra red and black, if you get the highest color, is 155. So
yeah, no, he did. I saw he did take 2 pinks.
Right. Well, Spectredawn has got this taking shape. This is going to be into the side pocket, this 4-ball.
Oh, good. Somebody doing a side break. Now, most players don't ever do this, but I like this. And this is better into the side for where that 4-ball is, because you can hit this pretty hard. A little on the rails, a little disadvantage. You gotta watch out.
Loads of top right through the pack. Yeah. Right through the pack. Well, we can see that there's a whole load of mess up the back there to deal with.
See how much better the ball spread? And he didn't really blast them, but he was able to hit it harder.
Yeah, well, that bump there's not helped him a great deal. I don't know whether he can sneak that 11 in at all.
Matt, you're high, Matt. No, Semi did not have a higher break. Your break is still the highest one.
No, it's. I was talking about that the other night. The highest break that was made in the straight pool tournament a few years ago was semi-pro. I think I said he had a 179, which was the highest of the tournament.
Oh, you're talking about all the tournaments, yeah.
So the run goes to 27.
Well,
now what's he on here? He's got 1 into the side.
Yeah, he can shoot to 10 or he can shoot to 12. The 10 is no good as a break ball. So, I mean, either you have to move it or shoot it.
Well, I think you maybe want to think about getting rid of the 6 right now.
Well, he really needs to get the 3 ball out of the way.
Yeah.
That ball is blocking the 8, which, you know, ideally, like you'd like to be able to shoot the 14, bump the 9 out, make a break ball out of that. But to do that, you got to get the 3 out of there.
I'm not quite sure what he's looking at. He's obviously intended to play the 1 ball, but I'm not sure what he was looking at.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing either, because
Right, hang on a minute. This 6 ball isn't set anywhere, but I'm surprised he didn't get rid of that when he had the opportunity.
yeah, you want simple ways to make break balls because
Oh.
they're reliable.
Well,
I
that
mean, he
little
could-
feather's opened it. He'll open these as well now.
Yeah, but he's got to move a ball because right now nothing's really that good. He could use an 11, and he may do that. 11's not a bad break ball.
Yeah, and if he leaves the 2 there, he can get to the 11 fairly easily. So it might be a good idea to have that sort of set as what it's going to be rather than sort of and an. I don't think I mean, there's not a, what is that 6 ball sitting? No, that's no good, is it? That's way over the top of the pack. I think he's finished. Yeah, he's on the 5.
Eight, 6, 2, 11. It's got to be that. 2's really too low to use as a break ball. Now, if it's me, I'm putting this down on the end rail. I want a lot of angle. And see, I don't like that as
square.
good because this isn't just not enough angle. I mean, can you make it work? Yeah, but it's yeah. And see, that was another mistake.
Yeah,
he should have probably gone.
Wall.
He probably should have gone forward with right English from that low an angle. But you know, I mean, that was just a mistake on it too. All he had to do was spin the cue ball down to the end rail, so he had more angle, and he could hit it out with top left and really moved it through the rack.
Well, the run ends in 38, 56. The lead. Stubbs got a 15 ball that's tight into the side. I don't know whether he's going to try and hold the 4 ball there as well. I think he's gone a bit straight in it. Yeah. I think he wants to bide his time on that 4 ball and, you know, play the 8 ball and get a squarer angle on the 4 for breaking these out. I mean, what's the 2 ball like from the other side? The 2 ball would work as well.
Well, the 13 or the 8, or, you know, you got to get him open. He's going to open them up right now with the 8, and this is a good angle. He may end up moving this 13. He's going to go on this with top, and it may just ricochet off the 1 and go right into the 13. Depends on how hard he hits it. So he hit it at a nice speed where it wasn't going to do that.
Now, is that a combo?
Yeah, the combo's dead. The 12-2 is pretty much dead.
Yeah, it is dead.
So I will say this about, you know, trying to get angles on break shots. In real life, a lot of times you're going to tend to go with more angle because stroke reliability is less when you get up to high speed, whereas in VP, you don't have to worry about that. But in both cases, the pocket gets smaller. And, you know, not enough cue ball speed into the rack or the wrong spin is not good no matter what the situation is.
Oh, he's going to have to bail out in this 3 ball, I think. He's going to be awkward.
I think you're right.
Yeah, this is not what you want. Of course, now he's going to be probably running into a ball as well. This is so thin, he's maybe going to hit the 7. Ideally, he wants to come down the table so he at least can have a shot in the 4 or the 2. Yeah, send it to the rail too soon. That's what happens. Got himself in trouble. The run ends on 6. He'll not be happy at that, but then
I
again,
would
that's
need
what
a brain
happens.
transplant. That's funny, Matt, and probably true. So
Right,
I don't know
so
if any of you guys have looked at John Schmidt's latest high run, but he ran an 820 the other day.
I've never
And,
found it. Then again, I haven't looked for it.
Look on YouTube. And if you want to learn how to play straight pool, he's a good guy to watch because he's a very good straight pool player.
Oh dear.
Hit
Oh
it straight
dear.
at. That wasn't close. He was half a diamond from the pocket.
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Yeah, but watch how he plays. Watch how he breaks the rack. Watch the shots he shoots. Watch how he decides. Watch how, he sets up for the break ball. I mean, he's one of the best guys you could ever watch. And one of the greatest straight pool players ever. I mean, he's living in the wrong era, but.
Well, here Pig's pointed out as if Stubb needs to know, but he has had 3 visits for a total of 6. But Spectredawn's, he's doing slightly better, but I mean, an unexplainable miss there from Spectredawn, and he's going to allow Stubb to find his way back into this.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of times for players, it's just a comfort level thing. And, when you play a game you're not that familiar
She's
with,
going too straight.
you may not be that comfortable. And,
Yeah.
You start thinking about things, and next thing you know, you thought yourself into oblivion.
That's the problem. Left himself too straight.
Too straight and hard to get
Well,
much.
he can play the combo. He could cut around the corner with this 9 ball, but the cue ball's probably, if he was cutting that, he'd probably run into the 7. But anyway, unless he can get, he could blast the 7 and get into this pack doing that.
I would definitely do that right now because I don't see any easy way. It's either that or if you can get a shot on the 8. But I think this is pretty juicy. You got to hit this pretty hard if you're going into the pocket between the 12 and the 14. And he hit the 14, which was, a safer place to go in.
Well, one of the balls has come back towards the stack, but the 10 ball certainly, again, is a good ball to get the final nudge that's going to free these up. I think he should leave that 10 ball where it is for the time being. And, well, he's trying to break balls at the wrong time as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there's business to be done here, and he's got a ball there, and he's got a 6 ball that could allow him to get to the 10 ball and break them that way. He's trying to break them time after time when he doesn't necessarily have to be so desperate.
Yeah, he's trying to move balls right away. And if you watch John Schmidt play, watch that run again, you'll see he does bump balls a lot, but they're always very controlled. When he bumps balls, they're very controlled. He doesn't start taking swings at things. I mean, that would be like last resort.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've seen it often enough. It has to be controlled. You have to have some sort of semblance of control when you're just trying to maybe free up a ball. But, loose cue balls aren't good in straight pool. They're not good in any game for that matter when you think about it, but especially when you're trying to keep a run going.
The thing that probably ends more runs in straight pools is getting locked on balls.
Yeah, sticking in a ball, yeah. He's not going to try and do something stupid here, like draw to the balls in a short rail, is he, for no particular reason? He doesn't need to. Yeah, he's there. Yeah. He's bumped a ball, put it into the stack. He's lucky he's got a bailout because, again, I don't think that was the right shot. He's lucky he's got a bailout, but he's certainly going to struggle to keep this going anywhere. Let's have a look. Well, the 1 ball goes up table, so there's no problem there. which he's obviously spotted, and he's going to play that now and play the little nudge off the 3 ball.
Yeah, Stubb likes to do a lot of exciting things, but just like most pool games, the simpler it looks, the better it is.
Yeah. And you think
That's no
you'd think
good.
Stubb would have
That
the
is
advantage of
absolutely no good.
simplicity.
Now he's
'Cause, I
going to
mean,
shoot.
he's simple
Well-
enough himself, isn't he? You think he'd have the advantage there. Right, well, he's going to have to play the combo, I think, isn't he? I mean, it's Hobson's choice he's got here. Like it or lump it, you got to play it. Oh, that's a nice little nudge. Now, where's the break ball? Got to be the 12, you would think.
I would use the 12.
Doesn't want to play the 3. I mean, he could play the 3 up the table, stun across the 15 into the side. He's not looking at it.
Yeah,
This
I
cue
would be
ball's going to be
leaving.
running high and low here.
I would have been leaving the 12 there because
Well, I mean, the 15 ball's in the rack, so that's absolutely no good. I mean, I don't know why he didn't even see the opportunity with the 12 as a break ball, and didn't like to play the slight cut in the 3 up the table and hold for the 15 into the side. Anyway, you live or die by your choices in any of these games. But the prospects are not good here for continuing this visit. What the hell's happened to him here? I thought he was losing connection there. And that's overcut by a country mile.
he's going to leave it for Spectredawn to deal with.
Yeah, the run's 18. He's 34 behind and counting.
So you might be able to use this 15 ball as a break ball, but it's not ideal.
How far back are you talking about here, Pig, when you said the 3 was his break ball? How long ago was that? Because, I mean, I can't remember when the 3 ball was last in the table in that rack.
Well,
That must have been fairly early on.
and
Well, there's a disaster.
well, you know, I mean, that kind of break ball is bad shit's liable to happen.
Here we go again. What's he got himself on here? Well, the 11 ball is reasonable enough to get a hit, but again, he could stick in here and die with this cue ball. He's got to hit this.
Oh yeah, no, you force this through the rack. This is a lot of top, and force it.
Yeah, got to hit it. Well, it's gone through.
It was
And
a
he's
little
got a
under hit,
shot.
but he's okay.
So I'm going to look at what's left here. That 6 and 10 actually looks dead, but it's a very tight gap to even get in there, and it probably won't be there very long. But again, it's an opportunity for Stubb to just redress the balance and whittle away this deficit. In the
Not
previous
sure what he
rack
was
to this
doing
one,
there.
he had the 3 in good break position, but he tried to draw into the combo. But yeah. You mean trying to break balls at the wrong time? Unnecessarily.
I don't know what he's doing. He's had a couple chances he could set himself up pretty nicely and move those balls, and I got no clue what he's trying to do here. I don't think he does either. Goodbye.
Right, well, the visit
Well,
was 4.
With VP, I might force follow the 8 back off the end rail and into that pile and move him a little, because I think you're pretty safe with the 4 sitting there. He's going to go 2 rails, do the same thing, or no, he's going to stop it. Is the 4 ball sitting for a break? Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I looked at that earlier on, that 6-10. It is stone dead, but you can't really get to it. It's too tight a gap, I think, to get in there to get that 6-10, and it was never going to sit there very long. Well, another standard pot and miss here by Spectredawn. You know, these aren't difficult pots, but he's missed. Well, we're almost getting to like one hand's worth of mistakes here from Spectredawn.
Well, I think he's just uncomfortable with the game. You know, I think it's just one of those things where he hasn't played the game much and he's uncomfortable. And
Well, that's true. I mean, he's obviously thinking, and he might actually be overthinking. That might be part of the problem as well. I mean, he might have all sorts going through his head.
yeah, I mean, he's playing 9-ball. He's on autopilot. He's playing
Mhm.
this and his brain's probably spinning.
Yeah. Another opportunity for Stubb to, well, I mean, we could be here all night because Stubb's contributions aren't mounting to anything so far in terms of how this is going. This is about his 5th or 6th attempt to try and get back in level terms. 6 ball will be the break ball, I would assume.
He's got himself funny already. Gotta shoot the 12 now. Use the 10 to get on the 6.
Well, this is just a little bit fiddly. This
Well,
is
you
a
got your
little bit
choice.
fiddly playing this one ball.
You either play
He's
the 10
dead
on the
straight.
side or you come around the corner and play it in the same pocket. He's going to play it in the side, but he didn't leave himself the right angle.
Well, this is going to be running a mile up the table, this cue ball.
He didn't hit it.
No, he hasn't hit it at all. It's way short. Or in fact, he's going to be going checking this, I think, to get it into the side of the pack. He could do with a bit more angle. Again, as long as he can nudge one out, that's actually ended up not too bad as far as the hit goes. He's got a ball into the side. He has got the 2.
Yeah, I mean, that came out about as good as it could, I think, from where he was. Yeah, that he could have, Hair Pig. And honestly, where he was going to get going forward was probably not going to be any closer than ball in hand.
Clearly, that was far too straight. Right, so I think he's got to clear a couple of these balls at the back of the stack if he's intended to use one of them to break these balls. He can't have traffic in the way if he's going to the short rail to try and get into the back of these or whatever. It looks as if he's going to try it in the 12. He's going to have a clean run to get the hit from this.
This is a reasonable shot.
Well, that's died. Again, he's going to be. Can he see that too? No, can he see the 2?
I don't think so. I think he's got to shoot the 10.
I think he can get to the 2. I think he can.
I don't think he can pot it.
Yeah, unless he's still awkward.
It's very close.
And he's overcut it again. That's twice he's been queuing over a ball, and it's cost him. The run ends in 14, and he's still behind. He hasn't exactly left a gimme here for Spectredawn to get in, but if he cuts the 3, he's got the 8 ball to follow, or the 10. Now, if he plays the 10, again, he doesn't. I don't think he really needs to nudge any balls here. He just needs to get on the right side of them. And see, he's almost killed himself there. He wanted to avoid that like the plague, to nip around the other side. And now he's going to have to dig a pot out here. Big cut up the rail. I presume he's looking at it to get a good sight on the cut. I can't believe he's doing anything else, because there's nothing else on. And that's his extension gone. Big cut. Nails the 2 ball. And how's the cue ball? Well, I don't think he can get any of these, can he? Can he squeeze the 4? I think he can just get to the 4. Is that 9 ball too far away from the pack? See, again, it's pretty close to the corner of the pack, but it'll do, considering there's nothing else there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this needs to hold up as well. Now, has he got the angle? He's the wrong angle.
Oh, he can bump him.
Yeah, just a little bump. But again, he needs to come out good. And he'll get away with that, I think. So, 1 ball to get high on the 5 ball for the back of the rack break. It doesn't look like it. Again, these are still trickier shots. You've got to get this cue ball high enough, and I don't think he is he? Let's have a look at the angle. No, he's too straight again. He's going to have to slam this big time. And he's brushed off the pack. Cue ball into open country, and he's going to have to manufacture something here. It's a dodgy cutback on the 10. There's nothing immediately obvious in the stack there to play a combo or anything. So this is a big cut here. And he's got a bailout ball up top, so he can keep going. Again, I think he might have liked a wee bit more angle on this, so he could do a bit of... Well, he has got enough angle. He's done the damage. Got a bonus ball on the side. What's he got as a follow-up, though? And the answer to that is not a heck of a lot.
7 ball's pretty easy. Shoots a 7 in the corner.
I love how you say it's pretty easy, Steve. I love how you say that.
Again, it's like one of those things where if you have trouble shooting balls that are close to you, then maybe it's not easy. But if you have trouble with this ball, then you should practice it, because it's not a difficult shot.
He's called it into the side. Well, there you go. There, that's how easy it is.
Well, but that was the hard place to shoot it. It was a lot easier shooting in the corner.
So that run ends in 12.
I don't get why you would choose the side there.
I think you're forever jinxing players as well, saying this is an easy shot, because whenever you do say that and they're close together, they always miss them.
We went through this with Banks, and Cobra was the biggest. Oh, you say that's easy and it's not. And then he started playing bank pool and won a bank pool championship, and now he thinks most of those shots I said were easy. So I mean, if you don't practice shots, they're all hard.
Well, Stubb, it's unbelievable that Stubb is still in this. I mean, obviously we're giving Spectredawn a little bit of leeway, because this is unfamiliar territory for him, and he's made a whole host of mistakes in terms of potting mistakes for a start. But You know, Stubb might get on a roll here.
Well, it looks like unfamiliar territory for Stubb too. I mean, the way he plays this game.
Well, he's left himself awkward again here. And he's hampered over the 7 if he wants to take the 6, and then he's going to have to bail out in the 8 ball.
You know, straight pull's a funny game. As soon as you get a long shot, like one you shoot a 9 ball, it seems really hard. You shoot those a 9 ball all the time. You don't think about it. You shoot all these short shots, and then you come up with a long shot and straight pull, and you're like, oh my God, this looks hard.
Right, well, 7 ball or 6 ball would work. And clearly it's going to be the 6 ball then, I would assume.
Yeah, I like the 6 a little better. I like the 7 being higher, but the 6 is a little further.
See, the
rack.
the crucial thing for me is that this isn't ideal to get good shape. You know, especially when you have to track the cue ball off a couple of rails possibly to get there. It's never a guaranteed certainty. He's gone straight and checked it up. He's actually got that pretty good. He could have run the 2 rails, but I suppose checking it up was a more guaranteed way of getting it to hold that line better to get him where he was.
You got to be a little careful here. You got to be a little careful where you're hitting the rack here because you can scratch.
Well, he didn't blast it, and he's got a couple of shots.
Yeah, he's trying to play more controlled, and that's a good thing. But that may have just been unsure what the cue ball was going to do. I mean, I would like to see the ball spread more.
And the other problem with this is we've got 2 stacks. You know, you've got that sort of fringe stack there on the left-hand side that's preventing you get to the sort of break balls that will open up the rest at the back of that stack there. You know, there's a couple of balls there where you can do damage, but the other problem is the access routes aren't clear. So this is a bit of a dilemma here, this setup with these 2 cluster of balls. And clearly now he's going to give this a blast. Try and improve the situation.
Yeah, and this from the back with no other balls there is risky.
Yeah, he has to go through these, or it has to open out for him. Well,
yeah,
he's got a ball.
He's fine. Yeah, that was a good shot. That's all scary coming into the back when there's no ball sitting in front of the corner pockets.
Now, look at these other balls. I mean, the 3's a blocker at the moment, but you've got the 9 into the side. Again, you have a blocker with the 10 ball sitting where it is. You know, it's just obstructing the path to a pocket one way or another.
Well, I'm not sure that was so wonderful.
Now he's got himself hampered again here over a ball, and looking like he's going to have to thin cut this in to bail out.
Well, you know, I mean, you can shoot the 7 and then just shoot the 115.
He's running.
Is he running too far? Angle.
I'd want to get rid of that 10, if only because it's just an annoying ball where it's sitting. It's a blocker.
And
the 3 ball is there.
Or 15. I mean, he's got a lot of choices here.
The 3 ball will do as a break ball. I mean, if he's set his heart on that, then he can leave that well alone, but he needs to get rid of that. I don't know what angle he's got into the side. Nah, that's bolt straight, this 15 ball. Now, this is the one, the 5 ball he's on it. And he would do no harm in getting rid of that, because again, that just opens things up there. And then he's good to go.
I'm not sure what he's trying to do right here, because
It looks like he's drawn back off it to bump the 8, for
maybe
no
he's going to
apparent reason.
go all the way around the corner. Yeah, I mean that was
Well,
strange looking.
it's come out good enough.
Yeah.
So now the rest is up to him. Get to that 3 ball. Unless he's deciding that the 8 ball will do him as well, I don't know. It's not quite 100% clear what he's intended to do.
Let's see how he ends up on the 8 ball. I mean, because you don't want to leave the 7 as the
Well,
last ball. I
if
can
he's
tell you
drawn
that.
back to leave himself a higher cut in the 8, then he can get up the table. Well, he's going 7, so now I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, no, you don't want to really shoot that 7 ball last if you can avoid it, because you get on that funny and you're in real trouble.
He's gonna. Is he going a bit too straight? And it's no, he's got enough
You're
angle.
okay. You can go above the 3 ball. You don't have to go behind it.
So
Yeah, this
if
is
he's
good
holding that
where he
line,
is. This is pretty easy to get on it good.
needs to keep going.
Yeah,
That'll work.
not bad. So I'm kind of expecting Blastola. Some guys like shooting kind of this angle with bottom left. Which I've done that before, but I'm not that enthralled with that break shot. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's what you gotta avoid is the cue ball going that way. He didn't draw that very hard. And, you know, you hit the rack wrong
And he's blocked off here.
and
Yes, he's going to have to play the combo.
Yeah, this
No
is
doubt about that.
This isn't a difficult combo. He should be okay here. And the ball spread not as good as you'd like, but they've spread good enough. I mean, I think he's got a good rack here, and he seems to be trying to play under control. So maybe he's going to have a chance in this match.
Yes, it was Tam. It's on the playlist for the tournament.
Now here's where you're probably going to bump a ball. You're probably going to catch a piece of this 8 ball. Kind of depends, I think, on speed. It might slide by if it's hit easy enough.
Yeah, he's a wee bit closer to the rail for comfort here. But
yeah. So he hit it firm, made sure he hit the 8, and yeah, I mean this is a good rack. He should be able to get out of here. He's got to get that 12 out of there because that's blocking the 2, which is blocking a lot of balls.
now, does he want to run into something here? I mean, the cue
Not
ball
really.
doesn't want to run into something, but he has to do it in a controlled manner.
But
That was a wee bit more controlled.
Nah, not really. I mean, he didn't
Well,
hit
in the
it
sense
hard,
that he didn't blast it.
Yeah, but it's not. He didn't really know where the balls were going. I mean, that's not really what you would see a good straight pool player do there. I mean, there was not. You know, he was just trying to move balls, and that's not really productive.
Well, I think we could settle for he was just trying to not do something really stupid.
Yeah, I would have got the 12 out of the way and then maybe try to come back to the 2. It's kind of like a little puzzle. Which balls do I got to move to clear other balls?
Right. Well, I mean, you could jab in that 2 ball and clear the 12 if you can get to it. It looks a bit tight though. He could jab it and come back behind him in the short side, could he not? Let me have a look.
Yeah.
No, it's a wee bit fiddly.
You could draw it into the top of the 6. You got the 4 ball there.
Yeah.
He went forward. You know, but you start doing that, you got to be real careful. Like you draw it off the 6, and next thing you know, you're pinned behind the 13 going, why'd I do that? Asking me how I know.
Well, Stubbs now got himself in the lead. The run goes to 32.
Yeah, and he's kind of settled in and is trying to play under control a little better, and I think that's the less times he turns the cue ball loose, the better off he's going to be.
Where's the break ball? It ain't there.
Cheers, Tim. Yeah, well, he's going to have to make something. I mean, you can break off the 9-ball, but it's not sitting great for that because it's kind of low.
Well, I would assume it's going to be either of those two balls on the right-hand side once he gets rid of one of them. Probably the one closer to the rails, the one you'd want to keep, so you can have the higher angle and get into the side of the pack. Because there's nothing else really any good. Now, you could play the 6-ball, come back off the short rail into the sort of middle of the table. He's not. He's going to play the 12 long and leave the one in the side rail.
You could use the 1-ball, but it's a little high. You know, if it's a little bit lower, it would be more ideal because then you could just, get ball in the kitchen and take a whack at it. But
into the side and slam in that way.
It's not sitting ideal either because, you want to be able to control where you hit into the rack, and that 1-ball is a little bit high and a little bit
and the other thing is
from the center to really be
the cue ball's got a bit of yardage to travel before it actually hits the stack.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see whether he goes with what I was thinking. I think the ball in the side rail's what he's maybe planning to do, but he's going to have to get rid of that 9. He's got the angle to go low in the 1 anyway, so he should be in as long as he gets low enough. He doesn't want to get the wrong angle in this 1. It just makes your life that bit more difficult to get good on the final ball. Who streamed that match, Slim?
And this is a little bit.
Was it you?
This is a little bit too straight here. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't try to get more angle. This is kind of straight.
He should have been out there at least in the middle of the table, and that's what happens when you don't get enough angle. And he's going to be hampered big time, and it's a dodgy cut into the side. He can get to the 12. Sorry, the 13. It's a reasonably big pocket if you hit it towards the knuckle. You can certainly go in off the 3.
Yeah, you can bank the 13 too.
Well, he's looking as if he's going to play this one in this. I think the actual cut in the 13's a lot easier than this. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Well, you got to be careful of a scratch up in the corner with this too.
I don't know why he's not giving the 13 ball any more consideration, because I don't like this. He's got the pot.
Good. Hit it enough speed to control the cue ball. And the
cue ball staying in the table. And now he's going. Now we know what's going to happen here. Can he get enough of that? No, he can't. I don't think he can. No, the way it's sitting is really ugly.
You can, but it's risky. You got to hit it pretty thin. He's looking at the 6, and this is actually not a bad shot to shoot with where the balls are sitting. Kind of come into the 3 there, because he's got balls he can shoot. So I like trying to break the balls up on the 6-ball.
I think I sat and watched it. Did you? I think Slim streamed it. I sat and watched it. I was engrossed in Matt's run, so much so that I thought I streamed it myself.
And he hit that a little easy. And this is what happens when you do that. Because those balls were already spread some, so they weren't going to come apart that easy.
Yeah. And well, he's got
real problems.
He's got a really, really dodgy 3-ball. And that is about it as far as I can see. I don't see.
He can bank the 13.
Where the
That's what
hell's
he's
he called
playing.
that? Is he going into the side here? All right.
Yeah, he's going to bank the 13, and this is a reasonable shot. It's just being up over the ball makes this shot a lot harder. I mean, this is not a guaranteed pot. Normally, this kind of angle you'd be no problem, but up over the ball that makes it a lot harder.
That's very well played.
He's got it. Does he have a shot? Is the next question.
I think he struggled for a follow up though.
Well, he's got the 7 ball on the side, and maybe the 3 in the corner.
Yeah.
He's sitting here wondering what he has to do to come up with a shot, but I mean, the
Well,
6 ball was fine. He just didn't hit it hard enough. You know, he just kind of babied a little.
Does he think that one? I think he'll overcut this one. You know, think he'll overcut that one?
Maybe he can throw it in. I think that's his only hope is low speed with right English, and I don't like it.
He's looking and looking and looking because he didn't want to play the shot that we can see is on, but I think he's going to have to bite the bullet and play this 7.
Yeah, I mean that's probably his best shot.
The one just looks to me that it's just you're overcutting it because there wasn't enough of it. That's a good shot.
Okay, and now you can play the 14-5 combo, and I think that's a good time to do that. He's not gonna do it. He's looking at the 3 ball up table. I'm not sure why he doesn't like the combo. I mean, that would solve a lot of problems. You get a shot on the 1 ball after that and shoot that. I mean, this is a ball you could miss. I'm not saying it's a ball you should miss, but I don't get why he's going up table with this.
Maybe he's keeping that 5 ball there as a bailout.
I don't know. I didn't get it because, you know, you had a chance to get the 14 out of there to open stuff up. The cue ball would go over and you could shoot the 1 and get that out of there. And, you know, I mean, all of a sudden things start getting a lot better.
He might end up having to play the 4-5 combo here. Well, not when he's doing that, he won't. I thought he was just going to finish short and play a 4-5 combo, but
Oh, I'm not. I think he can shoot the 1 ball, but it's you got to throw it a little. It's yeah, it's a little funny.
He's going to blast this and try and disturb something. I think. He's looking at the 1. I think he's fine in the 1. I think he's fine in the 1. Yeah, you can squeeze that in
and make sure. But break ball wise,
wait a minute.
Looks wonderful right now.
Wait a minute. The cue stick's gone. The cue stick's gone. Stubbs left the building, I think. Yeah. Stubb has left the building, or at least he will do in a second or 2. Oh no, he's back. Right, so now he's looking as if he's lining up the combo.
He can use the 2 as a break ball if he wants. I would try to make a better one than that myself.
4 ball goes in as well. Again, I think he's fortunate that he's actually, that 4 ball going in as well, and this 2 ball is still on. I think he's got a bit lucky there, but anyway.
And he can move the 15 up right now. Shoot the 14 after this. The cue ball is going to hit the 15. Yeah, it might hit. It's going to hit the 14 too, unfortunately. But he does have the break ball.
Is perfect now. Yeah, that was well done.
Hit that at the right speed. Now it's a little tricky coming up with a shot here. And
he needs to keep running.
He's got a shot. Maybe not quite the shot he wanted.
Well, I presume he's reluctant to play the 15. He wants to play the
No,
the
you got to
14
shoot the 14 here, and then you're going to have to do something with the cue ball to get on the 15. You'll leave yourself a cut on the 10.
Well, it's plan C. He's going to break from the back of the pack.
And this is the only problem with this is the 14 is real close, and that can be problematic. You want to leave yourself a lot of angle, and
He should go off the rail.
So not only is a 14 close, he doesn't have much angle, and he's going to try to draw it, which is the wrong thing. This you should definitely go forward with top right. And if you were drawing this, I would draw this with right English to get the cue ball to come out.
Well, cue balls come off the back of the stack.
He got away with it. And, you know, that's not bad for where he was. So, well, he's on a run of 53.
What the hell's happened with this? Hang on a minute. Get my camera reset.
But, you know, this is where Spectredawn making all those mistakes. This it kills him because, you know, most of the other good players would have just blown Stubb out of the water when he was playing the way he was playing early.
Yeah.
And, you know, what Spectredawn did, giving him all those chances, was
well, you know,
let Stubb get comfortable and get in the rhythm and start playing
that's
smarter.
Exactly what's happened. That's exactly what's happened. The Spectredawn's made those errors, and, you know, Stubb had 2 or 3 goes to get off the mark. 2 or 3 innings where he only scored, like, what, 8 points, and then eventually he's going to sort of, as you said, eventually settle down and get a bit more control about it, and suddenly Spectredawn's got he's got a mini crisis in his hands here. He doesn't know what he's going to be coming back to the table for.
Yeah, well, so does Stubb. I'd shoot this 8 ball and go 2 rails into that 10 ball right now, because you've got to get those balls open. And there's nothing sitting great, so I would do it right now. This is just all getting the right speed on this. But 2 rails into the 10 ball. And
He's glanced off it.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, and that's sort of a speed English problem, and he got lucky there. That's a speed English problem. You know, he didn't match things up right to hit the 10 ball solid.
Well, I don't think he can get enough of the 12 ball without twisting it a wee bit, but he's got the 11.
He can shoot the 5 or the 11. I think he can shoot the 11. It's tight, but I think it goes.
See, he's trying. You know, I don't think you want to take any other liberties other than potting the 11, and, well, he's got a nice bump.
Yeah, well, he's got a great bump, because now he can shoot the 9 and the 12, because, you know, the 3 and 5 were kind of not so easy.
Well, that cue ball can go to almost where the donut is, and he'll be reasonable enough.
He can just shoot this and draw.
He's going to 5 instead.
Really, I am very surprised about this. I don't know why he would shoot the 5 versus the 12. I mean, that just made no sense to me, because the 12 was, you know, you're going to come off the 6, bump the other balls. You had your choices of whether how much you wanted to draw it or try to control it, and the shot he shot wasn't good. I don't get that.
Now he's going to have to bail out in the 12. He's going to have to bail out in it to keep it the table.
Yeah. Well, this situation is all from a bad decision. He should have shot the 12. Yeah. And
there you go.
And there it is. And that's all because he didn't shoot the 12. He got pretty lucky to get the setup he did, and then he shot the wrong shot.
Missed call. The run ends on 60. The lead is 31. So now Spectredawn has to redress the balance. And while he's thinking about playing his shot, I'm going to change my mouse. Hang on a minute. I'm going to tab out for a sec. Change this mouse.
Now, what's Spectredawn doing? Maybe he was off getting a drink or going to the bathroom and figured Stubb was not going to keep going.
Well, the bad news for him is the shot clock counting down. We don't want controversy here. It's gone back to Stubb. There you go. Spectredawn has fallen asleep. And it's gone back to Stubb. That's what the shot clock's there for. So, goodness knows what's happened to Spectredawn. Maybe he lost the will to live, having to be patient and waiting on Stubb finishing his visit.
Where's the cue ball going?
Yeah, that's why I changed my mouse, because that Logitech mouse, the middle mouse wheel wasn't working, so John Virgo wasn't in the building.
Robbie's
Welcome
here. Hi,
to
Robbie.
Robbie. Well, I hope Spectredawn comes back and realises that he's given up the table here because he wasn't around. It's not a good idea to not be paying that much attention while your opponent's
this is no
on
good.
a run.
We're shooting a combo now.
Yeah, well, he's gone real ugly here again. What's he doing? Is he playing the bank? Is he playing the cut, or is he played? I don't know what he called there. I missed it. Well, he went to play the thin cut and he's hit the back of it. Right, well, let's see if Spectredawn is actually awake.
Well,
Yeah,
that was a run of 2. It only cost them 2 balls.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Now that's pretty fortunate. Spectredawn is asleep at the wheel and only cost him 2 balls.
Yeah. That 4 ball looks a bit flat to the back of the pack. It looks like the 10 ball, although it's wider, would work. That's going to be the shot. And I think the real settler would be if Spectredawn could come up with a response here. He's gone far too straight. That's no good. He needs a good solid hit here to get something to sneak out. And he's locked in the pack. But the 7 ball comes to the rescue, I think. Has he got it?
He does have it.
Yeah. Well, he'll breathe a sigh of relief with that one, because that was stone dead if that 7 ball wasn't there. Well, I think he would love to take is that the 15 or the 10? He would love to take the 15, but I think it's actually sitting too low as well for a breakout looking at it.
Well, he's going to take it here. He should be able to get right into the 9 ball.
Yeah, see, that was the worry. It was a bit
too
low.
hard.
Yeah, it was a bit too low against the stack there, which wasn't great. We're doing a lot of damage.
A little less speed to get into the 9 ball.
And this is too straight in the 3 as well, so that's no good for him. And he's running out of balls here. He's running out of balls quickly here.
He's still got plenty of balls. I mean,
why doesn't he play the 11 and come back into the table for that 12? That 12 was crying out to be smacked and open those balls.
Yeah, I mean,
there was quite a big margin of error there. There was a big margin of error there, Steve, to play that ball into the corner and draw up the table, past the side pocket, and you've got the 12. That's plumb for breaking these balls open.
You don't have to be in that big a rush. I mean, a lot of the old-time straight pull players would do exactly this, get rid of all the other balls. Now, they wouldn't have done that. They would have got on the 12 ball and broken right there.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble now.
See, for a second there, I thought he was actually playing, not a bad way.
It does go in the side.
He should have played shape on a 12 ball above it there. I don't understand why he would just blast that.
Yeah, see, when you leave yourself shaped like that, you're pushing the boat out to get pots like that. So that run ends in 13.
A lot of the old-time straight pull players, their philosophy was, I'm going to clean up a lot of these balls along the rails and get to a situation where when I break the pile up, I'm not shoving balls on top of balls that are already there.
Yeah, well,
there's a and I thought he was maybe thinking that way until he shot the 5 ball
my uninitiated straight pull brain tells me that 12 ball was sitting fairly plumb. And if I can tidy up things and he had one good shot he could have got to that 12 ball, and that probably would have dealt with the problem from the top side, from the middle of the table. you know,
Yeah.
cutting it at that angle rather than the way he went about it.
Well, you know, the
Anyway.
thing was, is when he could have done what he was doing and just got to it later, but instead he decides to blast the 5. I mean, he had an angle where he could go from the 5 to the 12. He didn't do
This
it.
is a big shot for Stubb if he can get himself
Yeah,
on a
you
roll
got to be
again.
a
He
little
can
careful here. He's going forward, and this is
take this
risky
away
at
from
this angle.
Spectredawn, and that's
And he
good.
decides to hit it real easy, which, you know, that might have been not a bad move from where he was.
Well, you might want to try something a bit crazy here, I think.
I'll tell you, this virtual pull rack comes apart pretty good. You know, real life, I'd be afraid to hit it that easy.
Again, he's got himself piddly. I mean, there's most of the pocket there for this. Yeah, there you go, and he's missed another one. That's 3 times he's been over a ball and he's missed the pot because
he went
of
for
it.
He went for the part of the pocket that was blocked.
That wasn't available.
And well, there's not a whole lot here. I think he's going to have to shoot the 6 ball.
I think he's got a roll here, hasn't he? I mean, this is really ugly.
He's going to have to shoot the 6 ball. Now, this is definitely doable. I mean, again, this is one of those shots that I think if we practice those balls, it's not that hard.
Well done. And again, he's using bailout techniques here to try and get in some kind of control. And again, also, there, I don't think you can get enough of that 13 where it's sitting.
No, but
there's a ball at the back of the pack, the 12 sitting prime.
The 15's not bad, but you got to get the 5 out of there. 15 from the top's actually not bad either.
Now he's in the middle of no man's land here.
You can shoot the 2 and if you shoot it easy enough, get into the 7, and it's not risky because the 5 ball's there. So I would go forward with this 2 ball and not hit it super hard. Try to run into the 7, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the bailout.
And that's all he needed to do, you know, is just make sure.
What else have we got here?
He didn't hit it too hard.
It's going to turn out that the 13 ball will be the break ball, possibly. I mean, the 10 ball's again a bit too towards the corner of the pack.
You can use the 10. I mean, 10's not bad, especially if you get a little back cut on it.
Yeah, well, I don't know that would be the favourite break ball for him, but I don't know.
It would not. I mean, I like the 15 better than the 10. The 13, when you start getting balls close to the rack, I don't like them so much. It's just harder to control the cue ball. Now, the way Stubbs been hitting them soft, well, actually, Spectredawn. If you are going to hit them soft, that might be a good time when the ball's close to the rack.
Got to get that 12 out of there now after this 14. Got to come up the short side. Got off the rail, a little bump. Well, he's got an angle so he can come around the corner if he wants. I presume that's where he's going. He could end up blocking himself off here. He's got to be careful.
Well, that was a handy bump.
15. Yeah.
So
he's more or less good to go. He's almost set up here.
Yeah, looks like he's going to go with the 13 ball.
He's now, what, 20 behind, is he? I can't count at this time of night. Yeah, he's 20 behind. I wonder what, I mean, regardless of what happens in this match, I wonder what Spectredawn's opinion is going to be on his...
you got to draw this ball.
His overall appreciation, how he's performing.
Yeah, that was a good shot. He played it the right way. I mean, there was a chance of going in the corner pocket with a cue ball, but I think he had to do that there.
Yeah, he's got a good half a dozen balls to work his way around here. Is he looking at running forward here? Looks like it.
I think he is.
Just a little bit of a loosener. Yeah.
He's got the 11 ball, so I mean He's sitting pretty good here. And he can use the 14 for opening up the rest of those balls. Not sure what he's gonna do here. It's a little close to the rail.
And he's got himself too straight here in this. He's just going to have to
Yeah,
maybe bail out again, is he?
Yeah, see, and here he goes shooting the best ball he's got for separating balls. Shoot the 15. Yeah, okay. There he's doing a smart thing. Because you want to use that 14 to separate those balls out. That's the easiest way. All you got to do is dink this in.
Right. So this should,
Now,
unless
the
he
only problem
ties
with
something
these
else
kinda-
up in the
I know.
process.
Well, the only problem with these kind of shots is you can mess up your break ball. But he's got to
Yeah.
get these balls open, and you know, none of the
And now-
combos or anything were sitting that great. So
Now, I could tell right now he's in two minds whether to play this.
no,
shot.
he definitely should play this and draw it. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And as you said, the break ball has gone,
Yeah.
but one's maybe fallen back into place. He's
Yeah,
going to have to make do.
That happens a lot in that situation where you're gonna get some other ball that sits in there.
The 12 ball is, obviously a lot further away from the pack and near the top of it.
I actually like the 12 ball a lot. The 12
That
or
could
the
work
7.
into the side pocket as well, that 12 ball. Anywhere
Probably-
here,
I
you can
guess he
work
is
into
going
the
to play
side.
the 12 ball because he got rid of the other one.
Now he's got a little bit of a problem with the two balls on the side rail. He needs to get around quick.
And I'll tell you what the big problem he's got here, and that was a smart play, because if
Yeah.
he went to the bottom side of the 6, position was tough because the 8 ball was there. So now he can shoot the 6, then shoot the 5.
Now, what the hell's he doing here?
Boy. I don't know. He just got rid of his best break ball.
Now, the angle he was sitting in the 12, he could have pushed that 12 in and stunned off the rail up and got rid of the ball that was on the rail, the sort of blocking ball to open up is it the 10 or the 14?
I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he's thinking
So
I'm
he's
going to leave
gonna-
the 8 ball, but remember last time he left the ball where the 8 ball was, he ended up scratching.
Well, I think it's going to be the 8 ball. There's nothing else other than these two balls on the table.
Well, last time he did this, he came off the top of the rack and scratched in the side pocket. You remember?
Yeah. Now, this needs to hold up about there.
And this is the same. I mean, the fact that it's off the rail like this makes this shot a lot harder to control the cue ball.
Yeah, the angle running off those balls and the way they're angled. Watch the cue ball.
Where's the cue ball going?
And he's okay.
Yeah, he's got it. And we're getting pretty close to tie game here.
Yeah, runs 26, 3 points behind. And now, well, you're on the 15. You've got to have a go at the 15 here. I mean, this is an invitation to the party, this shot. And that has done the damage. And now he's sitting good.
Yeah.
Well, I say sitting good. He's on the 2 ball, and I think that's about it.
Yeah, but he's good here. The rack's nice and spread. The 12's a pretty good break ball. And
Yeah. He's also got the emergency bailout cut on the short rail down here as we look at the bottom of the table.
there goes his break ball. And that's
Yeah.
that's just not what you want to be doing there, because now you've got to make one. I mean,
Well, you say make one, Steve. What the obvious thing is we're not inside Spectredawn's head. Now he's obviously, I'm assuming he's got the idea that the 15 ball is going to be the break ball, or the 12. What the hell ball is that? It's the 12. He could be going, from inside on the 12 into the pack. He
you
could be
use
planning
the 12.
that.
I mean, the 12's, but that's the one he just bumped. So if he was planning it, that was the one that was sitting perfect that he bumped.
As soon as a player goes for what you and I think might be his break ball, then we have to think, well, he's got a game plan, and obviously it doesn't include the one that we thought was the break ball.
But he didn't go for it. He ran into it, and I don't think he meant to.
Well, as long as he's got a plan B in his portfolio, then that's fine. So I suppose the other thing is that ball that's in the kitchen, Steve. I mean, that should be good enough to get you good on that 12 ball going inside, nearer the rail to.
Of course, he's just going to go ahead and shoot this
now
right
it looks as if he's going to pot it now.
I mean, you can use the 10 ball. I mean, the 10 ball's not a horrible break ball. It's just not first choice because the way that the cue ball is going to come off of the rack isn't optimal.
The other thing is, if you're going to use a 10 ball, there's always the danger that you don't go far enough. You've got to roll that 12 in if you're going to leave yourself the high cut on the 10 so you can stab it into the back of the rack.
Yeah.
But now I've no idea what he's doing. I have no clue what's going on here, folks.
He's going to try to play the 5 in the side, which isn't a bad break ball.
Let's have a look.
This is dicey getting on it. You got to get the speed. The area is pretty small. This is not the way you want to try to get on. He's got to get
this pretty square in this 5 ball and off the rail if he can.
He's got to get a little above it. I mean, and if he gets too far above it,
needs to get off the rail. That's actually pretty good.
That's just about perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for better than that. That was a very good shot.
You see, he had a game plan, Steve. There you go. He's got there one way or another. And has he got a shot? Yes, he has. And now, well, he's got himself a run of 40 and counting. And welcome to Jose.
Oh, hey, Jose.
And
Huey's also got Stubb wondering when he's going to get back to the table.
Well, I think we probably think that Stubb's going to get back to the table, but we just don't know yet what that score's going to be.
I'm pretty sure he will. I mean, I'm not saying Spectredawn couldn't pop off the rest of these, but based on his strategy for straight pull, it's not likely. I think he's going to have to clean up a few things before he starts making really high runs.
Well, we've got 3 clusters here. These 2 are the least of the problems, those 2 there, because they cleanly go if you get on them. These 2 here are a problem because they've got a blocker in the way to get to them, and then those 2 there are a problem because they're blocked off by other balls. So this has to be done in the right order, and he has to get a hit at the right time. Yeah, this is a bit of a head scratcher. It's a bit annoying when you're clearing balls and you've still got an issue up at this end of the table. This is one that could be a hindrance to keeping this run going here. He's gone dead straight in the 1. I
mean, he can just stop the ball and shoot the 12 and run into the 13. I mean,
well, he's going to have to juice this up big time if he's going to try and bump this 11 and 8. Well, he's got the nudge, and that will do very nicely. Now the other problem is, does he play the cut in the 3 now? Does he grow a pair and play the cut in the 3 now that he's got a shot in the 3? Because he might not get as good in that 3.
He can use the 14 to bump him. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do that. He can use the 15 to bump him, which is probably even better.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got that. He's lucky he's got that ball there.
Well, he can shoot the 1 right now and then shoot the 15. I mean, he's got a lot of options here. He should not have an issue with this rack.
He's got to stay high on this, I think.
Yeah, he's got to stay high.
Oh, he's trying to do it in the 1 shot.
That's dumb. All he had to do was make the 1, leave it a little high, make the 15, and bump those balls in your pocket towards the pocket. You're guaranteed to have a shot. Instead he shoots a stub shot. That's what. Even Stubb might not have shot that.
Well, a lot of straight pull for us guys is about making the wrong move at the wrong time, isn't it? That's essentially what that was.
you know, it was sitting there right in front of him. I thought he got on the one ball and he's just going to shoot the 15 next, and then he does something crazy.
Well, we're on to plan C in this visit.
That's what I'm
run
saying.
is
I
49.
don't think there's any way he's running out, not doing stuff like that. Eventually that catches up with you.
Now
You know,
the
and
question
again,
is where's
he's
the
not
break
gonna.
ball?
Well, you can use the 13, but you know, again, it's not ideal, but it will work. Of course, knowing him, he'll suck this back and use the 8 because he hasn't done a
Right,
single
so
thing I thought he should do.
is he going to play the 8 from? Well, he can't do that because he's now going to have to
Okay,
pot
so
the 8 unless he cuts the 11 and
he
comes
is
down
gonna-
table.
It's a 13, and he is going to use that,
Or is it the 13?
and that's
Oh, it
about
is the
perfect.
13.
So you're going to hit this with a lot of draw and right English, and you really want to hit the 14 ball ideally. He hit
Well,
earlier
it's-
than that.
That needs to run through. Has he got a shot? Has he got a shot? I don't think he has. Nothing
Yeah.
jumping out that's obvious.
He hit early in the rack, and see the reason why that break shot isn't great is because see where the cue ball ended up. You want the cue ball to come out towards the middle of the table, and it's hard to get it to do that with that break shot. If he would have hit it a little easier and got to the 14 ball, I think he might have had a better chance of coming up
Right.
with a shot. He hit into the rack very early on.
Now, why is he
So-
not just rolling on a ball and taking the hit here? Why is he
Well,
why is he putting so much thought into this? You're trying to run into the back of these 3 balls.
And does that,
That might work. I think it might work. Yeah, I don't think he's left anything on. Looks good enough to me.
He's calling this.
Now Stubbs getting a bit crazy, is he?
Well, I
What the
might
hell's
call
he calling here?
I might call the 7 before I call that. Play the 14 off the 3 and try to make the 7. He's trying to bank the 5. This is a crazy shot.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I think the problem for Stubb is he's 20 odd behind here. Why is he doing something like this that could possibly let Spectredawn back in for another shovel load of balls? But anyway, fair play.
Well,
He's
got
not
the ball in.
He's
and
not short of going for it.
I think he's got a shot. So
Good crossover.
I mean, that was a risky shot. I mean, I thought he had some pretty easy safety plays.
Well, he's
Didn't
got to
have to do
redress the
that.
balance first of all. He's trailing by what, 23.
And just like I said about Spectredawn, I'll say the same thing about Stubb. Unlikely he's going to run out from here. just too many crazy things. You know, the thing about Stubb is if you watch him just going through this rack, you know, it all looks pretty good. You know, he's playing under control and everything looks good. And then it's like Jekyll and Hyde. All of a sudden, Dr. Jekyll gets, or no, I guess it'd be Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde gets a hold of the cue and, you know, crazy shit starts happening.
Well, I'm assuming that that's the break ball. The 11 ball sitting good enough for the break ball. These other ones are dead in the rack, I think. So he's got his break ball to play, and now he's created a problem straight away. Look at this. You know, he's nudged to 10. You know, could he not have taken something? Could he not have taken the 6 ball instead there, so he wasn't running into the 10 ball and locking it up in the 2? I mean, that was crazy. And now he's having to try and get around the corner and give them a bump. So this is plan B again, and he's missed them. He definitely played to hit them. He didn't get into the cue ball enough, and now he's, like Steve said, Spectredawn better get ready here, because there's a strong chance he'll be back at the table.
Here comes plan C. He's going to take a whack at him right now.
Big thump running up the rail to try and get a hit. I mean, it's a big target, you've got to admit. Welcome to Brainful Out.
Yeah, well,
Good evening.
so's the tit on the side pocket.
True. Well, I think he's just got to hit and hope here, and hope he gets lucky and doesn't wreck his break ball. He's got the rail too soon. Well, that's 2 goes he's had, and now he's going to have to use his break ball to do it. You go. He's in plan D now. He doesn't need to slam this, but he might end up getting a double kiss here. He's got to be careful.
You don't want to hit this too easy because of the double kiss.
Yeah.
And,
right. So now, I haven't a clue what he's going to do now.
Well, you
Then
can try to
again-
make a break ball out of the one, but the problem is you're not going to come up with a shot very easy.
Yeah. Well, I think it could be the 10 ball as a break ball. It could be the two
ball.
going for the middle of the table, isn't it?
Because the 10 does go by the 2. That's just one of those break balls like Spectre's played where a lot of bad shit could happen.
Well, Stubbs gradually winding Spectredawn back in again.
Is there going to be 4 rail position on the 10 ball here? That's what I'm thinking he's doing. 4 rails, get on the 10 ball.
We've checked that up.
He did not hit that good at all. I don't know
Well,
why you
you
would
don't-
check that up. It was pretty natural to go 4 rails.
You don't really want to be 5 feet away from the,
Yeah,
from the
but he's
penultimate
okay
ball,
here.
do you?
And, you know, really he's got an angle where he can get a lot of angle too, which is what you want.
Well, is he going to go 2 rails, or you just he's playing it dead weight?
Yeah, and that's if you're going to use that ball, this is better, but it's still risky.
Watch the
Lot of-
the corner pockets
A
here.
lot of bad shit could happen here. Side pocket,
Corner or side pocket.
Now he may try to hit him easy, which is safer, but it may not break balls out that well.
Well,
And that
came
was kind
off
of a
and he's-
medium speed, and he got away with
he's-
it because he came up with a combination here.
He's came out where the cue ball generally is
Yeah.
expected to go when it comes
And
off that rack
He's
like
got
that.
9, 12, 14. You know, he's come out
But
of that
this
pretty
is
good.
this is absolutely stone dead. There's never a way you're going to miss this. And he's gotten crazy. He's gotten crazy.
See,
He's
that's-
gotten crazy.
he
Cue ball
almost-
running loose.
He almost scratched there. I mean, it's just nuts.
He's got to be careful with this 8 ball, by the way, because you know, there's not an awful lot sitting there waiting for him. He needs to be careful. I hope he's looked to see what there is up at this
Well-
end, because it's pretty ugly.
If he rolls it, he can shoot the 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he's
no.
at it again. He's at it
Why-
again.
Why would we ever roll one?
He's at it again.
We're going to blast away.
You know, well,
Ah.
I mean, look at this. We've got an 11-5, which is pretty much stone dead off the jaw. I mean, he should have spotted that. If it is, you know, if he has to bail out on anything or get into that awkward spot, he can play that combo, but it might not be there that long. And we're certainly nowhere near got a break ball. We've got a bailout 3 ball down this half of the table.
Springfield's here. Good evening. Stub wants to borrow your name. Because that's how he's playing.
Brain fell out. I think Stubbs' brain fell out a long time ago.
So now everything's nice and under control. You know, how long is it going to be before it's blastola again?
That's the fun thing about watching Stubb. You know, you think the sensible shot is to do this, that, the next thing, and bang, the missiles start flying. Well, we've certainly got a match on here. No idea how this is going to pan out at the end of the day, but we're almost neck and neck here. Now, how's the angle in that 7 ball? I think he's far too straight on it, so it's no good to him. Remember, we still have that combo.
The 15's better. I'd be going 7, 13, 11, 5 combo. And, you know, of course, he's going to go shoot this ball up table, which I don't know why he would do that. It's like, you know, the balls that you need to get to are all down on the rail. He's shooting balls out to the open. He can shoot any time.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense. Now, maybe he wanted to keep the 7 for the break ball. That's why he did it. But, you know, now he's a little funny on this.
Well,
he's
is
probably
he
going to
going to
have
be
to roll it and shoot the 10. I mean, you could try
Yeah.
to do something with a cue ball, which he is.
He doesn't need to bump anything here. Well, I mean, he might run into the
He's going to
14
bump
or whatever
the
it is,
14,
but
yeah.
you know, he's
But
now.
instead he's trying to move all these balls instead of pick them apart. I mean, which is the wrong thing to do.
Well, he could leave the 5 ball there as a break ball. You know, that would be perfect for a break ball, but you're into the back of the pack doing that, aren't you? But he's not going to be doing that because he's immediately get rid of it. So now we're looking for.
Yeah, I think he's keeping the 7. I mean, that seemed to be his plan when he shot the 3 ball up
Yeah,
table.
right on the corner again. So Stubb is now neck and neck, 137 apiece with Spectredawn. The run is 25. And the critical shot is coming up next to get good on this break ball. Now, that match last night, I only had 3 likes on that match last night, so I would appreciate those that are watching is to take a couple of seconds and hit that like button.
Yeah, and he's funny on this 10 now. I mean, this is,
Well, he's got himself high enough anyway, and again, miles away from it. He's going to have to
for sure
blast
you want
this.
to draw this because you want the cue ball to be controlled. You don't want to turn it loose, and it will if you don't draw this hard. Yeah, but this can be missed from this distance. I mean, I just,
Oh, cue ball's died on the short rail. What's he got? What's he got? Well, he's got a cut up the rail in the 4 ball, but that I think is it. He's got no other choice. But the way these balls are sitting is actually pretty good. As long as he can get this out of the way and get back in business, he's overcut that, has he? Oh, I thought that was going to the short rail, but he's good to go.
Yeah, see what he's going to decide to do here. And that's fine. I mean, I think he should shoot the 15 now, get it out of the way. He's not going to. He's going to do something else.
Yeah, he's going to give this a slam, I think.
That wouldn't be wise.
I mean, the thing is, you've got balls that are in the way of getting to the ones that and I don't know that he really needs to open anything up here. He just needs to clear the right balls in the right order. I'm looking at these balls here. I mean, they all go. It's just that there's blockers there.
All
and
right.
now
that worked out good. He can shoot the 14.
Yeah, he's in the gap.
But, the thing is he, if you got the 15 out of the way, then the 1 ball goes by.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they're all available. That's the blocker for the 1, yes. Now he's played a nudge, and now he's got himself in trouble.
Not a particularly good nudge.
He can get to the 2.
Yeah, I think he can shoot the 2 ball. But now the 15 is blocked by the 10.
And that's an extra blocker. Yeah,
it's a mess. And it's all of his own doing.
Well, I don't know why he's looking around because the first thing you have to do is get rid of the 2. Then you can start looking around because he's got no other option available to him here. He's just going to have to cut the 2. What he doesn't want to do, I don't think, is bump the 9. He wants to come out of there.
Safe.
Well, there's a strange choice, Steve. You never thought you'd see that tonight, did you?
Yeah. And it was actually a pretty good choice.
I mean, that's given a dilemma here for Spectredawn because he's got nothing. And Stubb, for once, has shown a bit of common sense. We didn't even contemplate a safety. He's got himself in front. Okay, it's not a big lead, but it's good enough.
I'm a little surprised he shot that shot because the 10-15 didn't go. I thought he'd shove the 9 and try to roll up on the 3 because the 10-15 were no good.
He's actually not left. I mean, he's left the 8 ball. We'll give him that, but the 8 ball is awkward, whatever way you look at it.
It's not a gimme.
It's putting pressure on Stubb to actually put it away.
But it's also not one you want to leave your opponent. You know, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that simple, but it's also like, well, but he might make this and run out.
True. Yeah. Sometimes you've just got to, you know, throw your eggs into one basket and take this. He's overcut it. He's overcut it. And here's a chance for Spectredawn to try and run to the finish line. So this match is, how old is it? An hour and 44 minutes. Oh, watch the cue ball again. See how just that little nudge off those 2 balls and it's heading straight to the pocket. And he's got a break ball in place already. I think the 3 ball's sitting as good as ever where it is without even going up to have a look at it. Although you do have, I mean, you can play the 6 right now and get to that ball at the back of the pack and get rid of that if he wants to. You know, you want to get down and get rid of this 9 ball. And he had the chance to roll through the 6 to do that, and he hasn't done it. Now he's got the wrong angle in the 6. Now he's sort of in between shots here. Well, I think is he going to leave himself a higher cut in this 9, or is he cutting the 9 instead? Because he wants to be coming down table, obviously, to get, you know, somewhere here and have a shot off that 3. So he needs to leave the higher angle on the 9, and that's pretty good. Now it's all about the line and the pace for this cue ball to, you know, he has to get down, you know, to at least where the donut is. And that's pretty good. I would accept that. So Spectredawn goes back into the lead, albeit a slender one of 2 points at the moment. Cue balls come off the head of the pack. Has he got a shot? Well, I think if he's got a shot, it's going to be the 1 ball. And then when he plays the 1, the problem is, look where the cue ball is, he's nailed to the rail. So if he just pots the 1 and rolls through, the worst thing that can happen, I think, is he might have the 15 into the side, but he has to find his way out of there. He's got to be careful here he doesn't hit this too soft and just get stuck behind, you know, the 6 or the 12. Look at the angle. I mean, that's fairly straight. And he's came through, and he's you know, he's had a nice nudge, and he's on the 12 or the 15 or the 5 or, well, I think the shot is the 7. I thought that would have been the shot to get the bump and open these up. But anyway, what's Steve gone for? Is he gone for a coffee or the bathroom? He's gone silent, I know that. So 50 points from the finish line and a round 3 matchup, and I don't know who that matchup is with. We'll have a look at the bracket. when this is done. Well, again, we've got a gathering problem here. And he's too straight in the 15 to do anything about it. Stub better get ready here because this isn't looking good at the moment here for Spectredawn. There's serious problems here and running out of balls. Well, he's got the angle in the 6, but he definitely needs to do some damage one way or another. I don't know that he's going to try and just dink the 6 in and run round the corner to come round and get rid of the 14, because he's still got a lot of problems here. He's stunned across. It's not exactly helped the situation because he's got no shot at this end of the table. And he's also got a dodgy 10 ball. This is not good.
He could almost play the billiard on the 14 ball. I think that was there, although it was tricky.
Now, he's called the 14. He's just going to brush the edge of the 1, I think. Or are you hitting it clean? Is he brushing that edge of the 1? Yeah, he is hitting it clean. He can see more of it than I thought.
Yeah, he's
right. So now you play the 1 in the little drawback. Even if you overdraw it, you can get rid of the 7, can't you? I mean, or do you come around to get the 11? He's a bit too straight in this 1 ball to do a great deal with it.
Yeah, and he'd like to leave the 13 for a break ball. Yeah, this is funny. If you're going to shoot the 1, you're going to draw back and shoot the 7.
Well, he's going to come into the back of them then, isn't he? He's going to go to the short reel into the back of them for a nudge.
I don't know what he's going to do here, but
there you go.
You know, he made a break ball.
He's made a break ball out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would assume he's going to use the 7, but so far he's done a lot of strange things. Well, and he is good enough to run out from here. The odds are probably against it, but you never know.
Is he going to go inside to the rail, or is he going to stay out in the middle of the table? He's going to go inside to the rail. Maybe a wee bit closer to the rail than I would prefer, but...
Yeah, but, you know, you don't have to shoot this super hard. You can get them apart good enough. I would not hit this real hard unless I was very confident. Of course, you know...
Well, he's
very confident.
He's hit them confident enough. And again, he's got the 3 ball, I think.
Yeah, he's fine.
As well as the bailout ball down table here towards us. Now, do you just want to get this cue ball sort of in the middle here just to brush things apart? No, you should avoid that. I think that would have been a perfectly reasonable shot to play, considering that he had a 14 ball he could probably end up on had he, well, he could have got locked up, couldn't he, if he didn't hit it hard enough.
It'd be nice to get the 14 out of there so you could shoot the 10. He may just run into him.
He might be smacking them now.
Yeah, and that's not a bad play. And he came out pretty good.
Well, he might have to get to the, let me have a look. I don't know whether he can get to the short side here. Well, he can play the 14 if he just dinks through. He hasn't done that, but I think that was a good opportunity to dink through and go into the 14 and get rid of it.
Well, this is a good opportunity to bump the 111 and get the 11 out for a break ball. Well, he hit it too hard. But, you know, he could use the 13. I don't think the 15 or the 1 are all that great. You could use the 1.
Trying for a feather, and that'll work.
He's playing stub pool here by blasting. Turn it loose.
You know, he took the risk. I mean, the cue ball certainly wasn't going near a pocket, and he got the brush and he's opened up those problem balls. Now everything's sitting pretty good with not an obvious break ball. I mean, there's two candidates, maybe three if you include the one at the back of the pack, but that's right on the corner and a bit too far out to the side at 14.
Yeah, the one's not bad.
So this is taking Spectredawn into the 170s in a second or two. So he's going to need another 2 racks at least, isn't he? From here on in.
Yeah, he's looking at shooting a 15 right now, which is going to mess up the 1. The 13 still works, but you know, you got to get good on it. But the 13's not terrible.
And don't forget, Stubb was a straight pool world finalist not that long ago. And I think it was Albinario who was playing in the final. Because I was going through some of my playlists the other day and I'd forgotten all about it. But Stubb has gotten to a virtual straight pool championship final against Albie. Needless to say, he didn't win it.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to figure how he's going to be able to win it the way he's playing here.
This thing I'm going to mention was pointed out by Romario, by the way, in snooker. The thing that I haven't mentioned yet.
You mean the unmentionable? So he tries to bump the 15. This is all messed up. You know, the 15 is a reasonable break ball, but he doesn't have a shot to get it there. He's going to have to try to use the 11, which means he needs to get right against the rail.
Yeah. Or is he going to try and come out into the middle of the table? Oh, he is trying to get. He's going
hard.
Yeah, he's too straight. Yeah, that's no good.
Too straight.
Right. Well,
so
you give Stubb.
Now you got to think about playing safe, which I
know
don't
he's going forward into the back of them, and he's locked up.
He's got a shot
got a shot
though.
Yeah. He's got a shot. I mean, the 4 ball would have been there as well, but that's a really dodgy cut. And the cue ball's going to be dead, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the 12 ball.
Has he?
Yeah, he can cut the 12. Back. Yeah.
Where's that blue donut again?
And honestly, I think this is a shot he should make. You got to think about how the cue ball's coming off those. But he should make this ball.
And he did not. Caught the jaw, and the run ends on 39.
I cursed him saying he should make it.
The lead is, what, 32? And Stubb, well, this might be last chance saloon for Stubb here. I think, you know, if Stubb breaks down here without getting back on level terms, that might be Arnie time. So,
all right, I'll be back in a few. I got to attend to something.
Okay. Frees up the 3 ball. And he's not sitting good here. Is he blocked off of that one into the side? Oh, he is. He's blocked off in the 10 ball. He's going to have to play a thin cut in the 13. Well, that was almost all over before it started, this visit, but he's still there. Again, the prospects for a break ball are not great. Again, this 9 ball looks to be sitting where it would be fairly handy if you were playing that into the side pocket. And again, you've got a 14 ball that can get you to the 9 ball. I mean, that would be dead easy to get yourself onto that 9 ball into the side and smack into the pack. I'm wondering whether he's going to use that setup that is there and leave those two balls as they are, because to me that's the ideal opportunity to get perfect on that ball into the side pocket and get smack it straight into the pack. It's all laid out there on a plate for you. I mean, it couldn't be simpler. You know, roll the 14 in, come through to sort of there and smack that in. The cue ball cannot miss the pack. You've got to hit the pack. He's got dead straight in this 3 ball. Is it the 3 ball? Yeah, that's dead straight. So he might be drawing back a bit here for the 1 into the side, and then the 14 down the rail. He didn't come back far enough. He's going to be further away from the 14. But that's the shot. I mean, Stubb surely should have spotted that a mile away. You know, you couldn't have any easier shot to get onto this break ball into the side. But the angle here just means the cue ball's going that direction. First of all, he would have liked to have been closer. So this is it. Now, he doesn't have to go through too far. He has to be, you know, sort of squarish or just a wee bit below it. Now I don't know what he's doing.
He doesn't know what he's doing either.
I have no idea. I mean, he's actually this is no good. I mean, why didn't he see the obvious shot? Roll the 14 in, roll through, smack that into the side. You're never missing the pack. He's doing it his way.
Yeah,
he's
his
got
way's the loser,
and he hasn't got the pot.
Yeah, he's done.
Well, again, that to me was a wrong shot choice there. You know, okay, if the ball goes in and he pots the ball, fine, and he's broke some balls out. But the problem with that is he hadn't done the first part of the job. And now Spectredawn has the run to the finish line. But I can't understand why. I think Spectredawn's almost in trouble there. I think he's got a bailout. Why didn't he just play the break into Steve? The 14 ball's lying in the rail, the 9 ball's sitting there. You roll the 14 in, you leave yourself square in the 9 ball. There's no way you're ever going to miss the pack. And Stubb doesn't see it that way. I don't understand it.
You mean a side pocket break shot?
Yeah, the side pocket break was jumping out, smacking you in the face right early on in the rack.
He probably never plays it and just doesn't even see it. I don't know. I mean,
it was
with this. With Spectredawn at the table, there's no guarantee he's running out here because we've seen him do some crazy shit too.
I just can't fathom why the most obvious layout of balls is patterned there for you. You have nothing to move other than just the cue ball and get it into a spot. So obvious to me.
Well, he was almost
he wanted
in real
to
big
do it
trouble
the hard
here. He's lucky he's got a shot on the 8 ball. I mean,
well, he can get there.
This is going to be like fasten your seatbelts because anything could happen in this match. The question is, who was going to fall across the finish line here?
Or a fishing line, one of the two.
Or a fishing line, yeah, it could be a fishing line.
Well, it's a bit far away from you tramping up in the mountains and going fishing, Steve. I think you're subconsciously getting the idea you want to go somewhere fishing. I think
do
that's
want to go fishing. You're right. That's exactly right.
That was a little play on words there. Going fishing. Yeah. Well, we can see there's an issue.
Yeah, he could shoot the 4, but he doesn't want to. He's going to shoot his break ball here. He's got the 2 as a break ball, but he's got to be able to get to it. Instead, he's just going to slam him and hope.
Well, that'll work. One way or another, it'll work. He's now actually sitting pretty good, but again, the 3 ball is right in the stack, so that's no good.
I've come to a conclusion of what Spectredawn's biggest problem is that he doesn't know how to play patterns and straight pull because he moves the cue ball really well. So for a guy that moves the cue ball well, if he played good patterns, he wouldn't be running into all these problems. You guys got to watch some of that John Schmidt 820 run to see how he plays.
I think I think because this match is going to finish sort of, I mean, I've got until like 10 o'clock at the last straw to go to my bed. I might, well, I've got the rest of tomorrow off when I finish work, so I could watch it then as well.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot about straight full watching him play.
Right, so he's obviously going to play the one into the side, is he?
He overcooked it. Well, he can go forward.
Yeah, he's the wrong side.
He's going to go forward and just go 3 rails. This is a little tricky getting the speed right, though. You got to hit this pretty good. It looks like he's done a pretty good job.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much on the money.
He only needs 10 balls, so this is huge. I don't think he'll hit this real hard because you want to get into, you'd like to get into the 14 pretty solid and kind of bounce off and go to the side rail. Sort of something sort of like that.
No, I think has he got a shot?
I don't know about the 11 ball. He's got the 14. He might have the 11. It's the 11's probably too thin. I think he's going to have to shoot the 14.
I'm not convinced he can get enough of that 11.
Well,
he thinks he can.
I'd assume he's going to shoot this with right English, try to help throw it some. I think with no right. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's got it clean. It went every day of the week. That was very well controlled.
So, he's going to have to get these balls apart some. He could do the 2. He could go above them, which I kind of liked a little better with the 13. And the reason why is because now he has to drive through this. He's got to hit this hard with a lot of top right and drive through the 3 ball, because otherwise, you could just end up with no shot. I don't know why he didn't come up above and use the 13. This is risky.
He's missed it too. What a mistake that is. Oh, welcome to Cobra.
Yeah, but that was just a mistake, and he should have gone up top and used the 13 ball. I mean, remember he did that before. Same situation. Might have been the same ball with 13, and he did the same exact thing. Remember, he blasted the 5 ball and ended up no good.
Well, what I think we're all agreed on is that this is last chance saloon for Stubb. I think we can agree on that, because if Stubb messes up here, it's definitely all over.
Chances are he's not going to survive a mistake. But I mean, he plays good enough to get out from here.
Well, this is a bit like Albinario last night. Albinario was under threat with that response from SPD, and Albinario delivered in a similar situation. He ran out, and Stubb has to match that.
Yeah, well, Stubb's going to need to. I think Stubb's going to need some things to go his way, because he doesn't make good decisions.
Well, there it is. And where's Arnie?
Hasta la vista.
Yeah, that's.
baby.
I think that was I didn't even see the shot. I just heard it go bump, 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 bump in the corner. It was like the death. Is that the death rattle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was the death rattle.
That's definitely sayonara and hasta la vista. I mean, Spectredawn's looking around just to know where he's going before he makes a move. He needs 7 balls. They're all there. And Stubb has ended the conclusions for him.
You and I could run out from here, I think.
Well, I think I'll be pushing the boat out. I've got a dodgy eye at the moment, Steve.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what's Slim going to do for a doubles partner if your eye is dodgy?
Oh, no, I mean, I played with Larry last week, not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, and my eye was virtually closed, and I could not read the distance to a shot. I could not read an angle.
So your team was a one-eyed man in the trackball?
Yeah, I mean, I hung Larry out to dry, I have to admit that, so I'm staying well away from doubles at the moment.
Well, I hope your eye gets better.
And I don't know what it is. I thought it was sinus problems that's causing it, but the pain I had in my face is gone. It went from the right side to the left side. It cleared up from my right side sinus.
You still can't see?
And my eye opens now. It was totally closed, but I'm still not fully focusing. That's the problem. I might have some sort of strange disease, but I'll never be finding out what it is because I ain't going to a doctor.
That's what I was going to say. I had one word
Yeah.
for you, the one you don't want to hear, doctor.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Right. Well, there we go. That was 2 hours and 8 minutes. And I'm sure Spectredawn's had eyes opened about straight pull.
So, Spectredawn says, good game. Stub, no response. German potting machine says, so glad he lost. Here we go.
Wait a
Lucky
minute.
news. Testo, don't play this crap every day like you.
Right. Well, there we are. Right. So before I forget, Romario sent me a message and I tested it, and Romario's statement was correct in the fact that if you set snooker, I set it to pro settings as far as foul and miss goes, and foul and miss does not function as intended in the rules of snooker, i.e. if you miss a ball on when you can clearly hit a ball on and you miss it 3 times, it does not give you a warning after 2 misses to let you know that the third miss will result in you losing the frame. There's no message pops up and you can keep fouling until you're blue in the face. It does not.
Is this some new snooker rule?
Well, that's the snooker rule. It's always been there.
It was right from 3 foul and miss and you lose? I never knew that.
Well, you mean to say that you never knew that? You're kidding me on. So it's been like that since day one then. Well, to cut a long story short, on pro settings in the foul and miss rule in the advanced options in snooker, as soon as you miss 2 fouls when there's clearly a ball on and you're not snookered, then the game should give you a warning that you're in 2 fouls, and the third miss on the same shot would result if you played the same shot again.
It's just a standard 3 foul kind of thing.
Yes. But as I said, only if there's a ball on and you can hit the ball on both sides of the ball, then it needs to then call the frame over that you've lost it.
It's only in a situation where you'd never miss it 3 times.
Say that again?
It's only in a situation where you'd never really ever should 3 foul in the first place. You got a full ball.
Well, that's the thing, but in the pro level game,
never found it because that'll never happen.
Well, stranger things could happen in tournament play, but anyway, it doesn't work. So it does. If we want it to be as realistic as possible, then the rules have to be as realistic as possible. So that's one to put at the bottom of your list.
I'm just saying that's why it's never been found before, because who would ever foul 3 times in a row and they can see the whole ball?
Yeah, and
I know why they probably put that in snooker. I know why they did that. You know, guys are trying to play some crazy shot because they know if they shoot at the ball on, they're probably selling out. But no, I understand that. It should be in there.
Right. The bracket on the winner's side, we have from top to bottom, we have a round 3 match lined up between Acero and German potting machine. Acero should come through that. But then again, Acero, do you know that Acero won the lag the other day, Steve, against Tommy? He won the lag and actually broke off himself and did something completely crazy. He was doing funny stuff against Tommy. Admittedly, he won it 200 to 100 and whatever it was. But I think Acero had a rush of blood to the head for some strange reason. Right, and the other match we have Silent but Deadly. We've got Albinario through to round 4, waiting on the winner of that match with Acero and German Pot Machine. So that should be an Acero Albinario matchup, which will be very interesting. And then further down, we have Matt, MC_Clarkey, up against Spectredawn. So that's going to be a big challenge for Spectredawn to come through that one, going by Matt's
he's going to have to bring something better than he showed this match.
And then below that, we have, as I said, the match that will never be. I'm putting money on the line here that Cobra will get a bye or a walkover against Wanwa. I don't think Wanwa will show up. I think he knows he'll be butchered in that match, more than likely, and he'll probably avoid it like the plague. The one lost side is taking shape as it is, and as of now, if we go back to the event, there shouldn't be anything on there as far as schedule goes, because that's the last match played. So there's matches to be arranged in the not too distant future. As and when they will be and what times and who's going to be able to do them, we'll find that out as and when it happens. Just a quick reminder also, in fact, that's the one thing I need to do before the voice cracks up. Let's have a quick update on high runs, because Steve's going to get concerned about these people making century runs that he's going to have to pay out some V dollars.
Steve doesn't care.
He's tighter than a Scotsman.
Steve doesn't care.
Let's have a quick look.
Steve could care less. I hope we get a lot of people with him.
Right, so we have top of the pile, we have Matt with 134 and Silent but Deadly on 107. Those are the two century runs. We have Cobra there on 97, Albinario on 87, and then there's a fair drop down to Stubbs 60, I think it is.
Well, really, all the way down through maybe somebody like a Preacher, all those guys above him probably have the potential of popping off a century.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, because I think they, I'm sure Cobra and Albinario have done it. I'm sure Real Poland Power has done it. Spectredawn's capable. Larry's, I don't know if he's done it or not, but he's capable. Acero's certainly capable. I think Tommy is too, and maybe Romario if he has one of his good days.
Well, Matt's only played one match, so his average run is 40 because he made that 1-3-4. But as I said, he also finished off with a good run to actually finish off the match as well. So he set the bar.
Yeah, well, Interchange X is no slouch. That was pretty impressive, him beating him 200-9.
Oh, he got blown away. Yeah, he got blown away. Just when he did have that opportunity after the 134 run of Matt, he came in and he missed. I think he missed straight away, and then Matt finished off the match, and that was it. So yeah, we've got the high runs there, and then of course in the tournament information you've got the payouts for the high runs. $300 V for 100, and then what is it? 600 for 150,
200's 900, and highest run overall is 1,000.
Well, there you are.
I mean, I think I kind of doubt anybody will hit the run of 200, but I think there could certainly be a 150, and high run's going to be paid out even if it was 20, but we're already at 134 with Matt, which is, really pretty fine run there. That's a good one.
Stubbs fairly blasting in the lob. In fact, I think he's gone. I think he's done for the night. He's gone.
He just
I mean, you got to think about it. He came to the table there, last chance saloon, and immediately misses. So he can't say he never had a chance to win it. And pick Spectredawn's pocket.
Both those guys don't play the game the right way, and a lot of it's just patterns and stuff, and a lot of it's just knowing how to play pool, not even straight pool. If Levan Corteza can pop a 225 and he never has played straight pool, that just tells you that if somebody has really good pool skills, that they could play this game. At least, maybe not some of the safety or things like that, are going to be as good. But as far as just running balls, they should be able to. But, Stubb is Stubb. And then Spectredawn, honestly, I kind of expected him to play a little better, but his patterns weren't that good. He made a lot of bad decisions. And so I think he needs to do a little studying too. Anybody who wants to learn how to play, watch that John Schmidt 820 run. And just watch what he does. Watch how simple it is. He doesn't take a lot of chances. He doesn't shoot crazy shots, blasting balls with balls spinning like crazy. And you know, he plays the right way, and it's not really like, oh, I'm going to watch this and tomorrow I'm going to play this way, because it's, you know, it's kind of got to sink in and become more automatic. But everybody could learn something from that video.
Well, you look at these guys that are playing in this tournament. I mean, Spectredawn is a perfect example. He's played in his first straight pool tournament, and he will not be near it again until the next one comes around. But depending on how he goes in this tournament, he'll probably have a big decision on whether he bothers to play in the next one when it comes around again. So most of these guys don't go near straight pool year in, year out. If you actually look at the list of players who have signed up, Romario, Wanwa, I think, plays straight pool tournaments. Maybe Brainfillout does, and that's about it. I don't know of any other guys that are on that list who actually play it.
It's just like all these other games people don't play a lot, like Bank Pool, One Pocket, whatever. If you play them, your other games will get better. You want to be a better 9 or 10 ball player? Straight pool's a great game. So like Johnny Archer, 2-time US Open champ, I don't know how many times on Moscone Cup. You know, that's almost all he ever practices is straight pool. It's just it's a great thing. Even if you don't play it a lot, it's a great thing to practice. You know, get by yourself and just try to do high runs, because it'll teach you how to play proper patterns, and that carries over into every game.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn that playing rotation games because it's only one ball you're going to. But, you know, it's going to help you a lot in 8-ball, really any game that you know, you got pattern choices. Straight pool is going to help you.
The other thing
All
is,
right.
I don't think I noticed Spectredawn doing much practice for straight pool. I think he's just gone in cold and see how things go. Right,
You know, he doesn't
folks.
seem like a practicer.
I hope you hit the like button. If you haven't, then who cares? But I'm fed up asking. But thanks for your company, guys. Thanks to Steve for his contributions. Well done to Spectredawn. Yes, there's room for improvement, but then, you know, we can be overcritical. He's played in his first match.
He's got the win, so maybe he'll figure something from that.
Yeah, but as I said, if ever you're going to go in at the deep end, then you're going into the deep end considering who his next opponent is. It's going to be Matt. And so good luck in that one. And good luck to Stub on the one-loss side. And we'll see you again, folks, whenever that might be. I will bid you good night. I'm off for a coffee, and I'll maybe catch a bit of that straight pool at the start tonight and then watch it tomorrow when I get home. Right, see you later, folks. Take care.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.